This is a general reading for Capricorn for July 14th through the 20th. So if Capricorn is your sun or moon rising or Venus, this is a general reading for you, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Again, for the month of July, I'm offering a complimentary reading, selecting one person from the subscriptions or comments in the month of July. And know that I do read all of your comments, and thank you. Also, to help the channel, if you like the video, please hit the like, because all those three things raise the logarithms of the channel. I am available to do private readings. Today is a general reading. If you want your own personal reading, send me an email. My email address is in the video description or on my YouTube page. And then we will make the necessary arrangements. If it's live, we can do it like through WhatsApp, or I can send you a video. The cost is $15 for 15 minutes. Half an hour is $30, and for an hour it is $50. So if you want your own personal video, let me know. If you want to donate to the channel, this can be done through PayPal and through Buy Me a Coffee. I've posted also some videos under the community. I also shared who the two winners were for last month, which they both reached out to me, and we've made arrangements to have videos of their readings. I also posted a video on update of my health, plus about my GoFundMe campaign that I have for addressing my medical needs during this time. So today I'm going to be using for the tarot, the Light Seers, and Spirit has randomly selected an oracle card and two affirmation cards from Louise Hay. So the oracle card selected for you by Spirit is, in Believe in Your Own Magic, is Feather. Think before you judge. Did you commit to lifting up one of your sisters only to drop her down into the blaze? Examine the situation. Is your judgment justified, or is society tricking you into your stance? After all, it does have a habit of making you believe that other girls are your competition and that they must behave perfectly at all times. Step back and take the time to figure it out. It's not always clear at first, instead of acting rashly. So step back. That's what it's saying. And then one of the affirmation cards is, I am in the process of positive change. This is for you, Capricorn. I am unfolding in fulfilling ways. Only good can come to me. I now express health, happiness, prosperity, and peace of mind. If you want to take a picture of that, there's your affirmation card, the first one. Okay, let's see what we have coming up for you this week, Capricorn. And the very first card we have is Knight of Swords, crossed over by the Ace of Swords. New beginnings. At the base of it is the Queen of Pentacles. Behind you, the Queen of Cups. On your mind, crowning you, is the World. Ahead is the King of Wands. Then we have the King of Cups. Look at all these cards. You have the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords. Then we have the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the final outcome is the Strength card. So I'd be interested to see who all these people are. So with the Strength card comes the Page of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, or Seven of Wands, Ten of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Five of Swords, King of Cups with the Nine of Cups, King of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles. The World with the Three of Swords. Queen of Cups with the Eight of Swords. Queen of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords. And the Two of Swords crossed over by the Fool. Capricorn, you're in a period of transition right now this week. It's ending and beginning. Endings and beginnings, and you might think that you don't see any beginnings because you have all these swords around you. You are, for part of the week, in the midst of the turmoil, the toxic situation. And I see, there's one card here. I think it's the Five of Swords. Or Five of Cups, where it's the swirling in the water. Well, I see that you feel like you're in the swirling of the water, maybe even in the hurricane. You know, this is hurricane season starting up in the south. And yes, it is, because there's people without power in Texas. But you see yourself in the middle of the hurricane. You don't see that there's an end. You don't feel like it's the end of this chapter, the end of this lesson. You're in the midst of it right now, just like you'd be in the midst of a hurricane. And you're wondering, when is it going to be still? When is the hurricane going to be over? When is this toxic situation going to be over? Because you don't see an end to it. But there is an end to it because there's beginning cards also. You've got tens. You have the Ten of Swords, you have the Ten of Wands, you have the Eight of Swords, you have the Two of Swords, which is the beginning, and the Three of Swords. So you're sort of at the end of it. And you also have beginnings because you have the Fool card coming up. So it's a transition time, and during the week you'll see that there's a clearing, that you have weathered the storm, and you see that it's opening up. And what I see is, as the storm is leaving, you see the dark clouds lifting up, and then you see the rays of sun coming through. And that's where your week will be, is that you will see the rays of sun coming through after having gone through the storm, which has been your 10. This has been a very stormy time for you, whatever the lesson was. Now, with life lessons, take a minute and figure out what was the lesson that you learned. What was the experience? You know, you could have been in a toxic work environment. And what did you learn from that? Not just, you know, some superficial thing, but what did you learn from it? What did you get out of it? What life skills, what lessons did you learn? Was it establishing boundaries? Was it making better decisions? Was it being proactive? Was it having confidence? Whatever the lesson was, you need to, you know, this is the time to sit quietly and figure out what the lesson, because you're right at the end of that lesson now, because the very first thing is the King of Swords, or the Knight of Swords, which is action, or it can be an individual. But in this case, I think it's action. It's moving forward out of that situation. This is what you're feeling. You're moving forward, and here's your Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords is beginnings, is cutting through to the truth. And there's the insight, the idea coming into your mind. So you're deciding, you're moving forward, you're getting the ideas, the clarity of the direction that you want to go. And it's an action figure. It's the motion of moving out from that situation, which in the back was just your Eight of Swords. You're now having the freedom to move away from that and move forward. And you're getting the clarity of the direction to go. You're trying to figure out, where do I go from here? What do I want next? And that's where that insight comes, because it's cutting through so that you have the truth. And then you have here, you're undecided. You don't know exactly what. You're a little bit blindfolded, about your new beginning. So here's your Fool card. This is your new beginning, your new chapter. And you're a little bit undecided. Do you go this way or that way? You can't make a decision. I think for some of you, you're almost afraid to make a decision because you still feel a little bit about the Eight of Swords, that you can't move forward, and you have some residual feelings about that situation. And for some of you, you do not trust your judgment. Or more than that, it's that you are leery because you don't have all the information of what your choices are. Maybe you do trust your decision making, but you look at your alternatives of your choices as the next step, and you feel a little bit of hesitation because you don't have all the information, and you still have some residual of that past situation, which is giving you some hesitation and not knowing the situation. You know, it could be two different jobs. It could be moving out of a toxic relationship. But you have some choices and you don't know what to do. You don't have all the information. You're blindfolded. And you think you've got all those ideas. Those are ideas in your mind too. And you're sort of fighting within yourself of what direction to go for your new beginnings. Because at the base of it is the work environment, which was the Ten of Swords. It's leaving, but it was a toxic situation. Could have been a breakdown of the organization. Could have been a layoff. Could have been hidden things that you were not aware of that they became boom, there they were. Like maybe they were having financial difficulties and they didn't tell anybody, or they had planned layoffs anyway to save money, and they, you know, were not forthcoming about really what was going on. There was some sort of situation about work, and it was the Ten of Swords, which was a situation for you that maybe you were feeling uncomfortable with it, but then suddenly this happened. And you knew that there was an undercurrent, but then it was sort of like, boom, things were happening. Could have been a reorganization and your position was downgraded, or they cut wages, or they cut hours, or they took away bonuses, but there was some sort of unfair situation, which is now you were caught off guard and it's creating some problems, because there's your Ten of Swords and it's related to work and money. Because behind you, now this can be related to home for someone, Queen of Cups and the Eight of Swords. Could be a home situation and you want to move forward and you feel that you can't. Could be a relationship and you wanted to move forward and you feel that you can't, because the Eight of Swords is your power being governed by someone else. You feel that you don't have the choices, you don't have the ability to move forward because of your circumstance. Could have been at home, it could have been in a relationship, or it can be, you know, this could represent you. It could also be an individual, and this individual, because of that relationship, you felt that you could not move forward, that other person, it was an unfair situation, or a situation where you felt powerless. You felt powerless about that situation, remembering that these are by rope, it's not steel, and you can remove those. You can remove that which constricts you, because these are self-imposed. Then what's on your mind is feeling that you're in the middle of your world, or that your world you have a broken heart. That you're feeling like you had a manifestation, or you've been working real hard on what you want to manifest, that you have a broken heart. It could have been, I get that for someone it was manifesting, you know, that relationship, the home, that whole part of your life, and it's on your mind because you have a broken heart, that really Oh, okay. I see a cracked, like the cracked mirror, the cracked glass. It all sort of came cracking, breaking, and shattering. That's how you feel that it's shattered. That's for someone. Um, but it's, and it can be work where you felt that you had a good work environment, and then things were sort of like gone, disappeared, and you have a broken heart because it's a change. It is moving forward out of that situation. Maybe you were very happy where you were in that environment and it's all gone. It could be home, it could be work, it could be moving, it could be relationships, but there's some change that's on your mind that you thought you had it all, but you now have a broken heart with it. Because ahead of you is work. And it could be new opportunities for work. It could be that this is your boss, could be a mentor, and it could be prosperity coming. Let's look at this. I want another card there. Tell me about the King of Rods and the Nine of Pentacles. What is that? What is that for the Nine of Rods and the King of Rods and the Nine of Pentacles? Angels and archangels and spirit guides. What is that for Capricorn? You have all these people. Okay. And the card is right here. Well, the Nine of Swords. So it's a 9 and a 9, just about completion related to this work. And there's something about this situation at work that was unfair. Now, the Knight of Rods can be a boss, it could be a mentor, it can be the whole organization. But I get that there was, a sense that this person, maybe it was a mentor, and he didn't warn you. That he didn't prepare you for the change. That's what I get for that. Then we have here that you're feeling good about the King of Cups and your wish. King of Cups can represent a new home, or it can represent a relationship, or a relationship with you. And I want to know about that King of Cups. And please show me about the King of Cups and the Nine of Cups. What is that? Angels and archangels and spirit guides. I think that for some of you, the King of Cups is going to be someone who's been there for you. Even though maybe your work environment's falling apart, you still have this relationship, and it is, someone from your past. Could be a past life also. So for some of you, you either have this relationship now, or you're going to have a relationship, and that's what your wish is, and it's someone from your past. It could be someone that you knew in the past, or it's in a past life, which could be your soulmate. Then we have here, you moving forward. You're deciding that you're moving out of that toxic situation, new opportunities, you feel good about it, you're looking at your horizons, you're taking your skills with you, but you have all of this deception that was going on, still could be going on. These ideas, gossip, negativity, could be snatches of conversation you hear, but you're moving forward, but you're still hearing about that back situation. Still could have some backflow about that. That is, you're carrying forward. Could be gossip about what happened, could be some negativity, could have been that the whole situation that you decided to move forward, and maybe even staying in the same organization or a different division, or things have been resolved, but there's still an undercurrent going on, still some deception going on. And you have here, the Seven of Rods. Regardless of what's going on, you are maintaining control of your interests. There's all this turmoil, and you're moving forward. You're getting out of that whole situation. You're feeling a lot of burden, but you do see the light. You do see the way out of this. And the Seven of Rods can be meditating, reflecting on what happened, or carrying through. The other deck, it has you holding the wands and moving forward, which is reflecting and learning from this past experience and carrying through those skills forward through strength. That whatever that situation was, you were able to handle it and you're moving forward, almost like the Four of Wands. And